Okay, is my screen visible? Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. So I request everyone to please mute your microphone. So we shall start with today's class. Okay, so in the previous classes, we have solved some of the numerical examples on a moment of a force, and we know how to find the moment of a force. And I told you the moment of a force is defined as the force magnitude of the force multiplied by the perpendicular distance between the line of action of the force and the point of axis about which the body is about to be rotated. So the perpendicular distance couple. Okay, there is one more concept based on the moment of a force. There is one more concept called moment of a couple. Let me just read out this paragraph and then I will explain you what do you mean by moment of a couple. A couple is defined as two parallel forces. Okay, I will just highlight the important points. A couple is defined as two parallel forces that have the same magnitude but opposite in directions and are separated by a perpendicular distance d as shown in the figure below. Okay. Now I mean to say is a moment of a couple will be formed when there are three criteria which need to be satisfied. The forces should be parallel to each other. You can see here, this is force F and this is also force F. Now these two forces are parallel to each other. Okay, there should be two forces which should be parallel to each other and both of them should be having same magnitude, that is F. In this case, both are having the same magnitude. And you can see this force is in this direction and this force is in the other direction. Though, so they should be in opposite direction. And the fourth one, they should be separated by a perpendicular distance d. Okay, you can see here they are separated by a perpendicular distance d. Now, when this happens, we call it as a moment of a couple. Now the effect of moment of a couple is also to rotate the body. Okay, the effect of the moment of a couple is also to rotate the body, not to translate the body. In this case, you can see the force is in this direction and another force is in this direction. So I can easily say that the this couple, okay, on this body is trying to rotate the body in a clockwise direction. Okay, the effect of this couple on this body is to rotate the body in the clockwise direction. Okay, let us read further. Since the resultant force is zero, we can see that the resultant is zero because this is also F and this is also F and both are in opposite directions. So F minus F, the resultant force is zero. The only effect of the couple is to produce an actual rotation, or if no movement is possible, there is a tendency of rotation in a specified direction. I told you, since the resultant of these two forces will be zero because F minus F, it becomes zero. So the tendency of this couple on this body is to rotate the body in a particular direction based on the direction of these two forces. Now, for example, imagine that you are driving a car with both hands on the steering wheel. Okay, you imagine that you are sitting on both your hands on the steering wheel and you're about to make a turn. Now one hand will push the wheel and the other hand will pull down. Okay, you can imagine if you want to turn your car and with both hands on the steering, one hand, okay, if I say, let us say if you want to take a left turn, then what you will do, your left hand on the steering will push the steering down and the right hand will actually pull the steering on the upper side so that you are making a a left hand turn. So that this example of your both hands on the steering and the turning your steering on any of the directions is a best example for a couple. Okay, so this is one of the example. Now, have you understood the definition of moment of a couple and what is the effect of moment of a couple on a body? Is it clear, students? Am I audible? Am I audible, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Are you clear with this definition of a moment of a couple? Any doubts you have? No, if I am not getting any answer, then what should I understand? Have you understood or not?
So your voice is breaking.
Okay, just a minute. Just a minute, hold on. Yeah, what about now? Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah. So shall I explain this moment of a couple once again?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Let me explain this moment of a couple once again. Whenever there is a problem with the clarity of the voice, please let me know in between also. No issues. Okay. Right. Now, a couple is defined as two parallel forces. You can see there are two parallel forces that have the same magnitude. That is F. The magnitude of both the forces is same, but they are in opposite directions. You can see this force is in this direction and this force is in the other direction and are separated by a particular distance. You can see here they are separated by a particular distance. So when this happens, there will be a moment of this system. We call it as a moment of a couple, right? Now, what is the effect of this moment of a couple? The effect of the moment of the couple on this body is only to rotate the body. Okay, in this case, since this force is in this direction and this force is in this direction, this couple will try to rotate the body in the clockwise direction. Okay, this is the effect of the couple. So based on the direction of the forces, there could be a clockwise rotation or there could be an anti-clockwise rotation. Now, why only there will be a rotation? Why no translation is? You can see here the resultant of these two forces is 0 because this force is F and is on this side and this force is also F and it is on the opposite side. So it is F minus F should be equal to 0. It means the translation is not there. There will be only rotation. Now, the best example could be, for example, you are sitting on a driver's driver's seat in a car, right? And your both hands are on the steering. And suppose say if you want to take a left turn, then what you will do? Left hand you will pull down on the steering and the right hand you will push upward on the steering, right? So you're trying to actually apply two forces equal in magnitude but opposite in direction, and they should be separated by a definite distance. So this is the best example for a moment of a couple. Are you clear, students? Now?
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Can
Yes, sir.
anybody give me any other example for a moment of a couple? As I gave an example of a steering. Okay. Can anybody give me any other example for a moment of a couple?
Simple pendulum, sir.
Pendulum? No. How pendulum can be a moment of a couple? Where are the forces involved in that? No, pendulum cannot be an example for a moment of a couple. Any other answers? Any other answers, students? Okay, I will give you one more example. When you try to open the water bottle cap, what you will do? When you try to open the cap of a water bottle, what you will do? You will take both your fingers, that is the thumb and the forefinger, Okay, you will try to push the thumb down and you will try to pull the forefinger upside, right? So it is as if you're putting two forces on the water bottle cap, separated by a definite distance and equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. That is one more example for a moment of a couple. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah. So likewise, you can have many more examples for a moment of a couple. Okay, then after that, what is the then how to represent the moment of a couple? The moment of a couple m is defined as a magnitude of, okay, the m is given by m, that is the moment of a couple is given by the magnitude of the force applied multiplied by the perpendicular distance between them. Okay, it is same as the moment of a force. Okay, it is same as the moment of a force. So moment of a couple is also same as the moment of a force. So m is given as force, magnitude of any one force, because both the forces are of same magnitude, magnitude of any one force multiplied by the perpendicular distance in between them. Okay, the perpendicular distance in between them. So like this, we can give the moment of a couple, which is equal to magnitude of the force multiplied by the perpendicular distance between those two forces. Are you clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Now, I can prove that. Suppose say this is the body. Okay, what I will do, I will take 3 points in a body. Say I will take, yeah, let me take 1 point. Let me call this as say point A. Let me call this as say point A. I will take one more point. I will say, let this point be B. Okay, right. Now I want to find the moment of a couple, moment of this couple at point A and point B. Right? I want to find the moment of this couple at point A and point B. The thing is, the moment of a couple at any point on the body will be same, and that will be equal to force multiplied by the perpendicular distance. Let us prove that. Okay. Okay. So first, let me take point A. Let us not consider point B at this point of time. Let me take only point A. So this total distance is D. Okay. So let this distance, these distances be. Okay, let me mark like this. So let this distance be D1 and let this distance be D2. Okay, so now what I will do, the moment of the net moment at A, that is net moment at A, is given as equal to. So let me take this force first. So this force. So this force at A is actually causing a clockwise movement. So I should write it as force multiplied by the perpendicular distance, that is D1. And this force at this point is also causing a clockwise movement. So I should take it as plus F times D2. Now here I can take F common. So if I do that, D1 plus D2. So I can rewrite it as moment at A is equal to force multiplied by. So what is D1 plus D2, students? What is D1 plus D2?
D, sir.
Yeah, D, right? So it is multiplied by D. Okay, you can see, is it not this equal to this one? So both of them are same. So moment of a couple at point A is F into D. Now let me take point B. Let me take point B somewhere here. And let me mark the distances. Okay, so let me mark distances like this. Let this distance be D3. and let this distance be D4 because D1 and D2 are already used. So I'm using D3 and D4. OK, so let us check whether moment at B will also be F into D or will it be something else. So let me write it as so moment at B is equal to. First, let me calculate what is the moment of this force at point B. So that will be F at D3. OK, am I audible, students? There was some network issue. Am I audible, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. OK. Right. Okay. Yeah. OK. So I'm actually trying to find the net moment at point B because of these two forces. So I'm writing moment at B is equal to. First, I'm trying to find what is the moment of this force at point B. So this force at point B, is it causing clockwise movement or anti-clockwise movement, students? This force, yeah, it is causing clockwise movement. So I should write it as plus. OK. Then what about this force? What about this now? This force at point B, is it causing clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Anti-clockwise.
OK, anti-clockwise. So I should write it as minus F times D4. So this I can rewrite this as I will take F common. So it is D3 minus D4. But what is D3 minus D4, students?
D.
Yeah, it is D itself.
D.
So it is once again F times D. So are you clear now? So it means that the moment of a couple at any point on the body will be same, and that will be equal to the magnitude of the force multiplied by the perpendicular distance between those two forces. Are you clear, students?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
So what if the force applied are different, sir? For example, 5 Newton and 10 Newton.
Yeah, in that case, they are actually not called as moment. OK, in that case, they are actually not called as couples. I mean to say they are not called as couples. I told you earlier only. To form a couple, there are 4 conditions which need to be satisfied. First one is they should be parallel forces. Second should be they should be having same magnitude. OK. Third, they should be in opposite direction. And fourth, they should be separated by a perpendicular distance. OK. So I will give you one example here and anybody can tell me whether this is a couple or not. Suppose say I have a body and say something like this. I have a force, say 10 newtons here, and I have a force, say 10 newtons here. Whether these two forces will form a couple, students?
No, sir.
Why not?
They are
Sir, the forces are not parallel.
Yes. OK. See here. Uh, both forces are equal in magnitude. OK. Opposite in direction. OK. They are separated by a distance. OK. But one of the condition is not getting satisfied. And that condition is they are not parallel to each other. Right. So because of that, so these two forces will not form a couple. Are you clear? The one who asked question. Are you clear now?
sir.
Yeah. OK then. Right. Let us see one simple example here. You can see this is one rotating disc, I can say. First time a person is actually applying a moment of a force of 30 kilonewton on this side, and he is also same time applying 30 kilonewton on this side, and the distance between his hands is say 0.4 meters. and the same person on the same wheel, now he is applying a 40 kilonewton on this side and a 40 kilonewton on this side. But the difference is earlier it was 0.4 meters. Now his hands are bit close to each other and the distance now is 0.3 meters. So whether the moment of a couple in both the cases, will it be same or will it be different? Moment of a couple in both the cases, will it be same or will it be different? Students.
Different, sir.
Okay. Anybody else saying same?
Same.
Okay.
Same, sir.
First let us check whether these two forces will form a couple or not. Okay. The four conditions. First condition, both should be equal in magnitude. Yes. Second condition, both should be equal in opposite in direction. Yes, correct. Then third condition, both of them should be parallel to each other. Yes, they are parallel to each other. And the last condition is both of them should be separated by a definite distance. Yes, they are separated by a definite distance. So both of them will be forming a couple. Now in this case also same. So these two forces still here also they are forming a couple. So I told you how to find the moment of a couple. Moment of a couple F M is equal to force, magnitude of the force multiplied by the perpendicular distance. So in this case, what is the magnitude of the force? Magnitude of the force is 30. And what is the perpendicular distance? It is 0.4, right? So in this case, it will be 12 kilonewton meter. In this case, let us check in this case. So moment is equal to force multiplied by the perpendicular distance. So that is, so force in this case is 40 and the perpendicular distance is 0.3. So in this case also it will be 12 kilonewton meter. Are you clear, students? So both the cases are equal to each other. Are you clear?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Now my next question is, if a task is given to you to rotate this wheel in the clockwise direction and option 1 is this one and the option 2 is this one. So which option you would like to choose?
Option 1.
Anybody else saying option 2?
Sir, both.
No, no, you have only one. You have to choose any one. Which option you like to choose?
Option 2, sir.
Okay, so the one who told option 1, can you just tell me why you would like to go for option 1? Okay, the student one who told option 1. Let your answers be wrong. Okay, tell me why you would like to go for option 1.
Sir, force applied is less.
Yes, perfect. Okay, why you would like to actually you have to go for option 1 itself. Why? Because you can see here in the option 1, the amount of force to be applied is only 30 kilonewton, right? To produce a 12 kilonewton meter moment, you have to apply a force of only 30 kilonewton. But in the option 2, to produce a moment of 12 kilonewton meter, you have to apply a force of 40 kilonewton, which is more than 30 kilonewton, right? So it means you're applying more energy here and you're applying less energy here. So always in these cases, so it is a best choice to go for option 1 rather than option 2. Are you clear, students?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. So any doubts you have in a moment of a couple? Any doubts?
No, sir.
Okay, right. So let us see one simple numerical example based on this. Now this is a gear. Okay, so two forces are acting on the gear. One force is here and the other force is here, and both the forces are 600 newtons. Now you need to find what is the moment of a couple of these two forces. First, let us check whether these two forces will form a couple or not. So can anybody tell me whether these two forces will form a couple? Yes or no? Can anybody tell me whether these two forces will form a couple or not?
No, sir.
Why not? Actually, these two forces will form a couple, right? You can just check here. Let me just draw the line of action of these two forces. The line of action of this force will be like this, and the line of action of this force will be something like this. Let me draw it correctly. Yes, okay. So in this case, you can see these two forces are equal in magnitude. Yes, both of them are 600 newtons. They are opposite in direction. Yes, and they are parallel to each other. You can see these two lines are parallel to each other and they are separated by some definite distance. So these two forces will form a couple. OK, now your task is to find the moment of this couple. Now your task is to find the moment of this couple. So let us check how to find that. OK, so what I will do, since these two forces are inclined to each other, OK, I will try to resolve them. One force will be like this and other force will be like this for this, and for this also one force will be like this and the other force will be like this. OK, let me just write down those values. So 600 newtons at 30 degree. So this will be 600 cos 30, and same thing 600 Newton at 30 degree. So this also should be 600 cos 30, and this will be 600 sin 30. And this also will be 600 sin 30. OK, right. If you see now carefully, whether this force and this force, are they not trying to form a couple? Yes or no, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And what are which are the other two forces? This one and this one. These two will form a couple and these two will form a couple. So to find the moment of a couple, I can add two forces. First, let me find the moment of a couple because of these two forces. So first tell me whether these two forces will form a clockwise movement or an anti-clockwise movement. That is 600 cos 30 and 600 cos 30, whether they will try to rotate the gear in a clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction.
Anti-clockwise, sir.
Yes, it should be anti-clockwise. So minus magnitude of the force is 600 cos 30 multiplied by. Can anybody tell me what will be the perpendicular distance between these two forces? What will be the perpendicular distance between 600 cos 30 and this 600 cos 30? Radius of the gear is 0.2 meters. So what will be the perpendicular distance?
0.2, sir.
Yeah, 0.2 itself, right? Because if you see here, if you extend the line of action of this, and if you extend the line of action of this is the perpendicular distance, right? So this will be the perpendicular distance between these two forces. So, and the radius of the gear is given as 0.2 meters. So this also should be 0.2. Now tell me, what about these two forces, this and this, whether they are trying to put a clockwise movement or anti-clockwise movement? Clockwise or
Clockwise.
anti-clockwise? Yeah, they are now causing clockwise. So I should write it as plus 600 sine 30, 600 sine 30 multiplied by the perpendicular distance is 0.2. So I can write it as moment M is equal to, I can calculate that now, minus 600 cos 30 multiplied by 0.2 plus 600 sine 30 multiplied by 0.2. So I'm getting minus 43.92. Minus 1 second, students, 1 second. Okay, are you clear, students, with that numerical example? So it is minus 43.92. So Newton meters. Are you clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So like this, we can find the moment of a couple. So I will just stop the class now. So we'll solve few more numerical examples in my next class.